Welcome to the Economic Empowerment Podcast, where we break down the pathways to financial growth, investment opportunities, and building generational wealth. I'm your host, Ramel Lee, and I'm thrilled to take you on a journey beyond business into a world of possibilities that many don't have the access to see. Each episode, we dive deep into topics like alternative investments, real estate, hotel ownership, and much more. Bring your expert insights, inspirational stories, and actionable advice to help you take control of your financial future. Whether you're an experienced investor or just starting to explore new opportunities, this podcast is here to empower you with the knowledge and tools to make informed decisions. Before we get started, I wanted to remind you, this podcast is for informational purposes only. The content discussed here is not financial advice. Every investment decision carries risk, and it's crucial to do your own research and consult with your personal financial advisor before taking action. Now let's dive in and explore the exciting world of economic empowerment. Welcome and thank you for tuning in. You may recognize me as Ken Kapnick, and to my right, as always, Shenyo Lee, Mr. Sean himself. We here represent the Freedom Cage podcast, and as you know, back on episode 91, we had a very special guest who kind of gave us the insights to alternative investments. But we had such a big response to that episode that this gentleman named Ramel Lee is looking to start his own podcast that will be helping him put together to get the word out into the streets. As always, as you know, you'll be able to catch him every Tuesday coming up. But Sean, talk about it. What could we expect from Mr. Ramel Lee?
Listen, Kenny, I think you captured it great, man. After episode 91, there was a lot of feedback, a lot of interest in learning more about alternative investments. So, Ramel is bringing an optimal show that's going to bring you a lot of really good information. The entrepreneur behind RD Lee Capital Partners and his new podcast, Economic Empowerment, man. It's gonna be amazing, bro. I'm excited.
And as he was telling us, like economic empowerment isn't just about business. It's about creating access to knowledge few have the chance to see, whether it be from alternative investments to event shaping the economy. Ramel's going to be diving deep into sharing those insights and have really cool conversations with a ton of power players in the industry who can give you the tools that you need to make the money work for you.
Yeah, man. So now I think it's going to be very important that you be in the room with Ramel every week as he uncovers strategies that lead to financial freedom. And when we talk about financial freedom, I think a lot of us can use that given the state of our government going into the next 4 years. But for many reasons, just to protect your family and actually be able to do what you want to do rather than help somebody else get rich, right? So don't miss your chance to subscribe to Economic Empowerment channel to receive notifications and exclusive content as soon as each episode drops.
Mr. Ramel Lee, when's your first episode coming out, my good man?
Hey, first episode scheduled to premiere Tuesday, December 3rd. I'm going to have as my guest my mentor, Sensei Davon Reeves, the founder of Vestor, the crowdfunding platform in which RD Lee Capital Partners' first fund, RD Lee Hotel Fund One, is going to be showcased on. And we're going to discuss crowdfunding, hotel investments, and other economic empowerment strategies for you to gain your financial freedom.
Yeah. Listen, Ramel, we can't thank you enough for all the gems that you dropped on episode 91 and to bring that platform here to the Freedom Cage family and to everyone out there in the world, man. This is going to be something special, man. I hope you're as excited as we are.
I am, aside from the obvious, wanted to partner with the Freedom Cage Media because what you guys been doing over the past few years, you've been taking people on a journey of self-improvement. And my biggest thing that I can add to the journey of self-improvement is about economic improvement. So looking forward to joining you guys and providing great content.
Can't wait to take notes. Can't wait to take notes. But how can we get this started? Listen, like we're saying, we got a ton of great feedback from episode 91. A lot of people were interested. A lot of people have checked out your webinars that you also do on a bi-weekly basis as well. But outside of the webinars and getting word out to the people, why podcast? What made you go this route? What made you go, you know what? I'm not reaching enough people. I gotta find another way to do this.
Well, I mean, my main focus, our mission is grounded in cooperative economics, is people getting money together, people coming together to do more than they would be able to do individually. And the greater we get together, the more powerful our impact can be. So today's day and age, people are mostly engaged in getting their information via podcasts, via the internet. So I wanted to make sure that I use this medium to get the word out, to showcase what we're doing, to highlight individuals that can help our community achieve economic empowerment, and also the tools for financial freedom.
Excellent, man. So listen, we know you've been really striving since episode 91 and even before that, right? Presentations, the webinars. But we know that this is a lot of information, and some people can be a little nervous when it comes to finances. Some people probably still stuff the cash under the mattress, even though that's not the best way to do things today. What do you think will be the biggest challenge in making this information digestible to those who are not familiar with alternative investments?
So the biggest challenge is for me to explain things in a way that anyone can understand. Me being in the industry, being an entrepreneur, being a finance guy, I tend to speak in terminologies and concepts that are known to my immediate circle. However, I have to make sure that I make it digestible for everyone. I have to bring on people besides myself who others may find more relatable to than to myself. Also, getting people accustomed and comfortable with the ideas of risk and leverage. The old saying, no risk, no reward, is 100% true. However, it's easier said than done, right? So we're going to get into talking about risk. We're going to get into how you can capitalize yourself to make investments. I'm sure everyone wants to invest, but a lot of people are trying to figure out, where am I going to get this money from to invest? So we're going to dive into that. So the whole idea is to take the people along every step of the way to feel comfortable with investing and how to analyze their investments and what they should expect from the investments to make risk appear less scary.
For a first-time investor or someone looking to get into this business who has no knowledge of investing whatsoever, very similar to like starting the gym cold turkey. You got to do something before you get there, right? Outside of bringing a pen and paper to your first episode, what mental gymnastics should one do before tuning in?
I definitely say learning. Learning is most important. A lot of times, and I'm going to steal a quote from one of the people that I work with, it's not always access to capital. Sometimes it's access to information. However, the information is out there. You just have to seek it. When you use your social media platform, what you engage with teaches the algorithm what to show you. So if you engage with reality TV, that's all you're going to get on your algorithm, right? If you engage with positive motivation, that's what you're going to get from your algorithm. If you engage with investment information, that's what you're going to get on your algorithm. And it just becomes a flywheel at some point where you no longer have to put in the work to train the algorithm. It'll give you all the information that you need. There are several books that have been time tested that everyone that's interested in investing should read. Books such as The Richest Man in Babylon, Rich Dad Poor Dad, From Good to Great. These are all books that I've read and review my notes from those books almost quarterly, not even yearly, to keep the information fresh in my mind. So I would say, don't just listen to me and trust what I'm saying. Educate yourself, speak to advisors and experts in your immediate sphere of influence, and you'd be able to draw your own conclusions and feel more comfortable with investing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Why should they trust you? Why should they tune in to the? We know why. We've seen the performance. We got the trust, but we know people out there. They've got past triggers that they're dealing with. Why should they come and tune into this podcast?
Well, to be fully transparent, I am not a quote unquote podcast guy. I'm you may not be able to tell, I am not 100% comfortable in front of the camera. I'm much better one-on-one public speaking with the people in the room. However, I do feel that it's important to get this information out. So one, they should listen to me because I'm not doing this in a self-serving nature. I'm more doing it as a give back to the community. I heard a quote from Denzel Washington that I thought was phenomenal, where he said, "In the first third of your life, you learn. In the second third of your life, you earn. And in the third third of your life, you return." I hope I'm still in the second third. Um, selfishly, but we never know. So I'm going to start beginning my return, and my return is with this podcast.
Amazing.
Anxious, but I'm super interested. I can't wait to see where this goes, how
You're
it lands.
anxious. You got 4 years in. I'm starting episode 1.
Yeah, but I haven't been saving for those 4 years. Now, I can find ways to do it the right way. Okay. All right.
So you're nervous about investing. I'm nervous about podcasting. We'll meet in the middle somewhere.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's
Oh,
a
man.
beautiful blend. It's a beautiful blend, man. So listen, y'all. Hey, man, economic empowerment, man. December 3rd. Make sure you subscribe to Freedom Cage Podcast YouTube channel. Also follow us on follow economic empowerment on all socials. And we can't wait to see what comes out of this, brother.
Thank you for the opportunity. I won't let you guys down.